if I can get that to come up. I tried to shortcut it there, but yes, no, that's the wrong place. That is the wrong fucking place. It's there. It's deep into Steam apps folder. It's like seeing my folder structure. It's just shameful. I don't want you to see how dirty my hard drive is. Right, we're going after this new one here. It's Under Medieval 2 Total War and mods. We finally made it. All right, ROTK executable. Great. So Romance of the Three Kingdoms, right? But this is Rise of the Three Kingdoms because ROTK is fucking copyright. I'm pretty sure it's copyrighted. This is a total conversion. It is pretty big. It's on Total War Center, just like they all are. It's upwards of 6 gigs unpacked. Again, I've done it enough to extract it. And test that it didn't break on boot. And that's really about it. Let me export the last one here. So India Total War, probably worth looking at when they work on it more. It did look like it was still in progress. All of these look like they're still working on them, except maybe this, which looks like it's done. And it's, like I said, it's massive. Some of these Total War mods, you know, they're a couple hundred megs. This was like 6 gigs unpacked. Now, I obviously don't read Chinese or know anything about this period. I only vaguely know the geography of China. I know one of these is the Yellow River and one of these is the Yangtze, I think. That's the extent of my knowledge of Chinese history. So this takes place in 194 AD. So I would imagine the unit types are primitive, but that said, I've definitely seen that they have heavy and light cavalry, and they have multi-turn recruitment as well. Let's try somewhere that should give us a little bit of conflict early, right? The play is this Korea? It looks like it is. Kuchcheon. Yeah, that's proto-Korea, obviously, because Korea wasn't a nation or a people at that time. East Wu. Not a lot of information here about their unit types or anything, right? And that's typically what you're judging your selection on. I have to give them credit to the commitment here. Everything appears to have a full description and a full graphical leader and everything like that. That's pretty impressive, right? One of the problems we saw in that Total War was, or that India Total War was a lot of the blanks hadn't been filled in. This looks like a lot of the blanks have been filled in. Should we take Proto Korea here and see how it goes? I think taking a non-central civ or faction has a bit of a appeal. They made a custom intro movie. The Pendulum of Tension. I don't think that expression makes much sense. Dong Zhao became infatuated with the beautiful Diao Chan. She looks like she's a reskinned character from a fighting game. All very dramatic. Are these people ripped off from some other media about ROTK? I don't know. Some of the artists is well drawn. The effort required to create that movie is not lost on me. It's the draw time that would have been the most, right? Just a slow fade between pictures isn't particularly complicated editing. So what do we got? Assassins or not? What does yes mean? Disable recruitment and use of assassins? Sure. I don't care. So, all right. We got a diplomat here. Got all these guys in the field already. Grand Prince, Grand Prince. Does my family tree work? My family tree appears to be working. Yeah. My dead parents. Alright. The enemies are the rebels, of course. Great, okay. Got a little yin and yang symbol, I suppose. I've got a lot of money to start. Let's look at my financials. But and a profit of 2,500 coming in. I have one settlement. Oh, this one settlement gets me a profit of 2,500, huh? Okay, they've substituted in the icons from Rome Total War for these two items. These are Rome 1 Total War icons. The rest of these look custom, don't they? Yeah, they look pretty good. They might be ported in from some other one, but they do look pretty good. So you always want to up roads ASAP, right? It's 3 turns. Get farmland after that. Add a market. Don't want to get in over our head. So you have conviction, authority. They've completely changed the icons and the traits types. That's very interesting, isn't it? It's our only city. Did they do the whole browser and everything too? Okay. Man, it looks like they've reskinned everything quite thoroughly. Let's do the map sheet here and have a look at what our immediate surrounding looks like, because I'm not familiar enough with the map to not do this. All right, so there's rebels to the south, and there's a faction to the west. All right, so oh wow, look at that Great Wall tile. Look at that shit. Look at that. That's awesome. That's awesome. All right, so we don't want to get overcommitted, but it looks like we can go south into the Korean Peninsula to do a little bit of early conquest. It's strange that we have all these units just like out in the field right away. Cavalry, spearmen. What are we looking like for stats? Okay, the numbers are greatly inflated. So stat inflation seems to be pretty standard in these mod packs. Stainless steel, right? Balanced everything down. And so you got a couple spear. These are conscripts. They're a missile unit. Long range missile unit. And then these guys are the line infantry. Heavy cav. And this is the king here. He's got a lady here. Oh man, she's got so much text it goes off the screen. Cold and heartless woman caring only about the position and that of her clan. Reduced chance of having children. Alright. They've cut out the boxes here stylistically, and it's made it somewhat harder for me to tell what's going on. Alright, we'll proceed south, and you'll proceed even souther. And we'll see where we are money-wise. So, normally when you pick like a fringe civilization, sometimes the details aren't done. This looks done. Invincible Lion King for the win. I'm waiting for a Bronze Age Empires mod that some guy started last year, but it's still in development. Is it actively in development? That sounds interesting. I'm totally interested in that. But it's still in development. The screenshots look nice anyway. When you look at, it's on ModDB. Okay, that's cool. I'll have to keep an eye out for that. Let me add that to my mods list, because I've been watching a few as well. And first of all, it amazes me that MTW mods. It amazes me that they're still making them 15 years after release. Bronze Age Empires. I did see one that might be what you're talking about, and it was focused on the Middle East, the Holy Land. Yeah, go ahead and get married. I don't care. They've changed the tutorial images. Custom missions via event messages. Okay. Click the mission scroll, blah, blah, blah. No. No. Alright. Yeah, so it's impressive the degree of which they've done this. I think I saw what you're talking about. Invincible Lion King for the win. I could be wrong, but it really looked like I recall looking for one this weekend because you gotta filter this stuff before you go through it, and there's a bunch of junk there. So I looked through a couple dozen this weekend, and I think I might have spotted the one you're talking about. Let's see, we got massive trade increases. Look at that. This is a massive trade increase. There's 6 points at play here. They all went up positively. Belief conversion to foreign culture plus 3%. Order bonus when governing foreign culture. Okay. These must be scripted. So I've got 4, and then so there's several like this guy's like a general or something. Right? No, he's a prince. Prince. Oh, okay. So the prime minister. What? Right. What is this merchant doing? He's just hanging out. Let's get him on. This looks like dyes. Yeah. It's worth a bunch of currency. Did we actually make money last time? Looks like it. It's weird to be making so much money when we only have one settlement. Not sure where that money would come from. Lots of trade goods here. That's very interesting. Maybe we should we don't actually. What does this guy do? A mobile conversion force. Okay. So they're a priest. Or a mom. Okay, so this is the priest unit. It's a Wiseman. There's no other agents for recruit here. I wish this was distinguished in some other way. It doesn't look like... You know, let's keep going. Let's try to get these guys onto it here. We're trying to get you here and you here. And then we're trying to get you up there. And you go there. I'd like to get more merchants because it looks like they've put some real effort into making valuable trade goods. There's an enemy trader right there. Let's see what we get. Yeah, I looked at a whole bunch of these mods this weekend. I've done this sort of thing before where I've gone through several mod packs for a couple hours. The Emperor and his court still holds considerable amount of influence. Okay. Presumably, this functions or doesn't function for someone from Proto-Korea. By taking Chang'an, where the Emperor and his court reside, one could come into possession of the Emperor and be named as Imperial Imperial Gardener. Same idea. Okay. That's quite far away. I don't think we're going to get there anytime soon. I guess we'll see. So we got more faction events, more loyalty, honor, conviction. Desperate for supplies. That's unfortunate. He's also having that same problem. It's like the provinces can't support that. It's only been 2 turns. Let's go ahead and lay siege to this. Can we reach this one? No, we cannot. That's really out of my control. I moved as fast as possible. There's an enemy merchant there. He's got 3 and I got 3, so that's probably not worth the gamble. Okay, he's trading that now. Maybe these roads will improve our transit. That would be nice because it's very slow. Being penalized so quickly, what, 3 turns by supplies, pretty significant. That's a real disincentive to attacking places. But how else would you win? Unaligned and rebel. I didn't notice that. No interference. No interface, rather. A treat for those who want to make screenshots. Oh, you can press Skull Egg. Okay. These are all custom notifications for the mod pack, which I guess is pretty impressive. Starvation, desperate for supplies. Everybody's hungry despite only being in the field a few turns. Which is unfortunate. I don't think there's anything I can do about that at this time. Rush in, but you know, siege battles. Let's try it at one of the rebel places. Because one of the things, of course, is that they could have remodded some of the cities to improve them. It's possible. Tiny little road, not much to speak of there. Let me go over and get these guys. Oh, here they are. I went past them. Let us quick save and try to start a battle here in Dafang and see what we get. Oh, let's get a custom working cursor. The level of customization here is pretty impressive. I mean, just the map alone's a lot of work, but they've gotten every detail here, it seems. That Sun Tzu quotes, the normal one has that. I don't like the fog. Okay. So, are there actually walls? There are. What does it look like inside? Well, I've seen worse. So, there's that. So the problem here will be managing units you know nothing about. Those are cav. Those are missile cav. Those are also missile cav. Archers. Conscripts are missiles as well. Conscripts. Alright, so this guy. Right. Those are all foot archer units. This guy. And these guys are heavy cav or cav units. Regular melee cav. These guys are missile cav. And these guys are all ground pounders. Yep. And this is a ground pounder with the ram. So we'll get them up in the line. We'll get these guys in like a column formation, right? Or not spread. Column them like that. Right behind that guy. And then we'll move up the missile cav to the right here. We'll move up the stationary cav or archers on the left. Put the heavy right behind there. And we'll start and see what happens. All right. It's raining, so that's a good news that our ram shouldn't be destroyed. Let's move up these missiles here and see if there's anything useful to do. You think they'll come out? Probably not. Let this ram get a little bit of a head start. And then we'll get in behind him. That should do. Yeah. They're not going to come out. Are they just going to sit in the town center? I mean, so this is a custom city. It looks great, right? It looks great. But pathfinding in this game is atrocious. Pathfinding in all the Total War games is atrocious. Like, it's never, ever improved. But this looks pretty good. They've clearly made an effort to have, like, extra wide lanes here. I just don't think it's going to make that much of a difference. Which isn't a fault of their own. That's an engine level limitation. It really always has been. So there are some people here. Yeah, no people here. They're not even worried about the front door. They're like, eh. See, they're already fucked up with the pathfinding. What is going on over here? What is that? I stretched them out in a line this way. Why are they crowding in like that? I rarely fight city battles because of this type of behavior. Like, whatever's happening there. All right, these guys. How do they get so wide? Go narrow, you son of bitches. So, uncontested, we're battering the door. I don't know if that's AI or what. What are we shooting at? Holy shit, that's some range. They're shooting the town center from there. Holy fuck. That's absurd. Door's open. All right, well you can join the club here. Join the column. Why don't you go? Yeah, of course you can't do that. Where will they go? Who knows? Let's try getting our foot archers in here. No. One at a time then. Look, they're gonna annihilate them from here. Everybody go in here. Let's see about that, huh? We've captured the wall. The gate, rather. They look good though, don't they? They crowd in. They do look really good. The models look excellent. I know these modders take a lot of time to do these models, so you gotta give them the showcase that they clearly want. They got some missiles there. They got some peasants over there. Let's wait till some of these people get in the door. I don't think most people know about it. I'm not sure if it's even on ModDB. I found out about it randomly on forums. Oh, I'm sorry. I missed a bigger statement. All the mods I've tried so far, the best mod I've found is the Dunkelschwingen mod. Made by a German team, of course. It's a Game of Thrones mod. I've seen a bunch of Game of Thrones mods. I'm not really into Game of Thrones either. Everything looked impressive. HC models. AI was nice. It was script heavy though, and the only thing I would criticize is that some models, the horses gallop look a bit goofy. Yeah, some of that stuff's really engine limitation, right? And the dragons are just floating cannons. That's hilarious. That's a Bethesda level thing, isn't it? Alright, so we open the door. Our foot have engaged, unfortunately. I did not tell them to engage. Let's see if we can get the horses inside. I don't want to get too distracted, even though I am interested in what you said. Invincible Lion King for the win. I don't think most people know about it. I'm not even sure it's on ModDB. Yeah, so I'm not a Game of Thrones or Song of Ice and Fire fan at all. I have seen a whole bunch of those mods. I have no interest in playing them. I have in the past played the Last Kingdom mod, and I'm vaguely interested in that because I read the books and I like that. The TV show is fine, I guess. These guys, now that they're in, they're just kind of milling about. Let's speed it up and see if they ever find a spot and start firing again. They might. They might. I mean, as it is now, we're just kind of losing. The heavy archers or horse decided that instead of running around to the side where I told them to over here, they would go straight in. Which is why you just don't do city battles in these in this game. Yeah. There's a ton of Game of Thrones stuff on Total War Center, like a ton of them. So we killed all the rebels. There weren't that many. The city is impressive, but the pathing is obviously going to be a problem forever. Rome 2 still has the pathing problem. And then I played about 15 minutes of Thrones of Britannia. Which is, they keep making Total War games in different settings, but they don't address any of the problems with Total War games at all. Right? Like they don't ever address the horrible pathing AI. They've decided, like, was it Medieval 2, I guess, that has like the best zoom or most complete zoom? Did I choose to continue the battle that was actually over and now I'm fucked? Kind of looks like I'm fucked. Whoops. There's nobody alive, is there? No, there is somebody somewhere. Where is he? Oh, okay. Sure. They're just hanging out there. They haven't run away or fled. Flown? Fled. Alright. We'll just finish these guys off. Right, so the pathing is still fucked up. And Thrones of Britannia, the max zoom level of the fucking game is, you know, like a province wide. Like, you can only see that much on the screen at a time. And that's infuriating. It's a grand strategy game, and you can't be far enough away from the map to actually even see the fucking map. Especially when you compare it like the Paradox games, where you got like a massive zoom scale and you could like zoom out and see the whole world. You can't do that in the Total War games. Just walk in, bang a few heads, or let them have it. We'll just walk in. A valiant warrior joins. Oh, okay. Sure. To the Go family. Go Korea. This ability shall come in great use in the wars to come. All right. So, you know, we're most of the way to conquering Korea here. We got a victory. Got some morale. Alright, sure. Everybody got some traits. But they have like potential. This is a very deep mod. I mean, I'm overwhelmed with how much is going on in it. Like, it's pretty impressive so far. I want to get into a field battle as soon as possible, because I'm much more interested in that than... This is the new guy we got. I'm much more interested in that than I am the city battles, obviously. I think everybody knows that, but alright, well, let's just auto this one then, huh? Oh, we may not actually have built the ram yet. No. Tell them to build a ram and then we'll just auto that one. Because we don't want to fight in the cities, it's no good. If they come out, but obviously that force is too small for them to come out, so. I mean, we've established Korea like 1,000 years early, right? Because I'm pretty sure Korea's like proper consolidation is quite late in the scheme of like China and stuff. The Yellow Turban Rebellion. Okay. The thing about ROTK, right, is that oh wow, and a faction's been killed. Not by me, obviously. That looked like it was a stolen from a movie. Full motion video from the Audis from the early 2000s is pretty funny. Hey, look, we're not dead zero and everything. One battle fought, one battle won. Woohoo! That's our new guy. So the supply is going up for these people. Like, these are actually reductions in supply, and it takes multiple turns. That's interesting. I know that system's available in stainless steel, which I consider like the stainless steel is like the thing you judge other mod packs by, right? But I never play with it because it seems too prohibitive. Seems to undo a lot of the fun. That's a public order. That's a public order. That's a monetary. And this is armor. That looks like it's the first level military building. It doesn't look like there are any castle conversions. That's interesting. Let's leave those guys there a turn or two, because it looks like they are getting resupplied. Let's auto this assault. Oh, we really should have quick saved. Alright, have fun working, Invincible Lion King, for the win. Room 2 is this ancient empire, it's Bronze Age March 2. I saw the video once, but my computer is a potato, so I just looked for Medieval 2 mods. I'll have to check it out. I recently uninstalled Rome 2. I've got so few hours in it, because it's such a terrible implementation of the engine. Auto this. I could not be more disappointed in Creative Assembly's progress or change since Medieval 2. I've played them all. They all suck. Just walk in. Like, Attila is awful, Warhammer is awful, because they don't ever address any of the problems with the engine or the game concept. They just reskin stuff and make it look pretty and make it thematic. And I know it's a lot of work, but it's not work oriented in the right place, in my opinion, or in the right direction. The games are fundamentally flawed, and it's never ever being addressed. It sucks. What's this guy? He's got a whole stack with him. So we look in there next, obviously. Let's get some more recruits, huh? 4K. Good farmlands. What do you think? These are missile units. These are missile units. These are missile cav. And that's a priest. What's available here? Nothing. Are these yeah, that's a Wiseman. A lot of deep Korean lore here, or mythology, I suppose. I wonder if the other factions are as impressively fleshed out as these. These seem so deep. Do these actually give you really different bonuses? 5%, 1%, 5%, 5%, 5%. They all enable the same unit. So it doesn't really look like they do different units or anything. That's the first militia, so do that. Make sure we got this on stuff. It is. Still no recruits down there either. So the low-level building, military building, allows the Goguryeo conscripts. Alright. Goguryeo conscripts. Which are these guys? Alright, so what's in here? Alright, so if we leave these two behind. Oh, I know, okay, those are the right ones. And then leave these two behind. Okay, move. Why did you just stick there? Oh, not you. Oh, no. This army. Fuck. It got stuck. That army got stuck in the city. Yeah, that was pretty buggy. Being on the extreme left of the map has created some interface issues, but... Alright, so we don't really need a whole bunch of units here, but let's go ahead and get a missile cav and the archer and the conscript from there and see how that works out. This guy has got so much general skill already, unless that's measuring something like supply or something. I really can't overstate how impressed I am with the completeness of this mod. I mean, this is interesting, right? Because that's clearly just from the Medieval 2 vanilla, even pre-Kingdoms. This is from Rome Total War. This is from Rome Total War as well. But this is a custom model and everything. Alright, we recruited those. Have they color-coded all the units and I'm missing it? Yeah, they have actually. So blue is missile, green is line infantry, and yellow is missile cav. Do you want to move these guys in here? These guys in here as well. The heavy spears, those guys, and those guys. This guy's gonna move on. See if we can't find somebody else. Don't know where anybody else is. This whole thing is this state? Yeah, it looks like it. We'll go after them next and see how that goes. We should be auto-saving more frequently than we are, and we're gonna get burned. Though that said, India and this have been stable so far, so I guess I'll give them credit for that. So just considering our last foray into medieval modding, which was pretty significant crash-tastic. This has definitely been better than that. I have to give credit where credit's due. That was a couple weeks ago. Those are on my YouTube channel if you care to look at them. There's an English Civil War one. There's the link for the YouTube channel is on the front page of my Twitch here. But it's just archives from the Twitch, so it is what it is. Sure, get married. I don't give a shit. I'd care if it were Medieval 2 in Europe, because then I would actually understand what was happening. The rumors are true. Attacks in various parts of the country. Waves of soldiers carrying yellow banners. Dozens of local towns and garrisons. Man, I'm really impressed. Now, this looks like they stole this from a movie or a TV show, right? That I'm not familiar with. This is a live action footage. It's not like they went out and filmed this and hired 150 extras to do it. They've just mocapped. They've taken this movie, not mocap. They've taken this movie, converted it, maybe downgraded the video size and clarity and stuff. I mean, brilliant. I love when mods steal stuff because it means they're not trying to make money off of it, right? It's like, yeah, we want to make this as cool as possible, but we're not. We realize that we're not going to make any profit off of it. The pre-monetization fiasco mods are great. I mean, military infrastructure seems wise, but so does money. We're still making money, right? Yep, we still made money. You know, this has got 2. That's got 2. We got a whole stack here. I want to make sure that this is like elite. And it doesn't look like we have any conscripts in here. So that is as elite as it gets, I think, for us. These are militia units, these little blue ones, but they're also missiles. Should we have the king come out? Bring these missile cav and these green line infantry and these archers. Be nice to be able to see a little bit more of our territory. Can we build a watchtower? Yeah, it didn't really help, did it? I don't like the dark, shady places. These archers I would have join the king. And these are the conscripts. I would have them go back into the towns. But for now, I think they should probably go with the king because we don't want them to rebel or anything. But look, that's all unopened. We'll have to try to build a tower right there. Next turn, we should be able to start our war with these guys, as unwise as that obviously is. But maybe we'll get a field battle out of it. This is a minor faction baddie. There's some sheep. Are these sheep? Yep, them's their sheep. There's a wolf howling out in the darkness there. All right. Well, not much to do. Want to make sure that our building queues are properly built up. And we can't build another merchant type yet. Nope, that's a religious type. Let's keep going. Look, the murky ruins of my coffee. Never good. Zombie T-Rex instrumental by MC Large. I'm pretty sure I've already heard that today. Pretzel. Yes, sure, get married. I don't care. Yeah, let's do a quick save here because I want to pop out. And sometimes that breaks medieval. Oh, ambient. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. It's a real gamble, Pretzel. You never know what you're going to get. Some of the stuff's excellent, some of it's passable, and some of it is just fucking atrocious. I should be more complimentary. I may have broken it. No, it's alright. It is free. I give him credit for that. It spams the chat with the title. I'm actually not sure I'm totally in compliance with the pretzel terms because though I let them spam my Twitch chat with the titles, I don't attribute them in the VODs that have been exported on the onto YouTube. But that would be an immense amount of work for me to do, if not totally impossible. All right, we're gonna start a war. Let's save that. Try to do the classic thing where you attack the army outside. Yeah, can we get a night attack now? All right, so we're gonna fight two forces here. The default terrain on the main map is perhaps warrants some criticism. It's a little too kind of fuzzy green. Can we get better weather, please? I should have skipped the deployment there. I did not. Heavy. Alright, so all those heavies. And then we need to be pausing the game so we don't get overrun while we're not paying any attention. All those, this is all the missile cav. And then these guys are foot, right? Yep. Some of those look alright. We're firing already, which is interesting. I can't believe we're actually in range of them at this point. Oh, there's no reason to use fire ammo in the rain. And doesn't that reduce accuracy? What do we got? Alright, so we need to try to get them. Go on and get them as quickly as possible. So we'll take that line. Do a classic block here. These missile cav, we'll put them over here. We've got all this heavy cav because we have all the royalty with us, but we obviously don't want to overcommit, so let's move them over there. Everybody go to your spot as quickly as possible, please. Children. Speed it up a bit. The enemy is in the woods in the fog ahead of us, but we don't want to hit them in a disorganized fashion. Look at this shit. Just running straight through the line. A pack of horses. A pack of horses. Alpaca horses. Oh, alpaca cavalry. How come I've never thought of that? Oh, they're moving up the hill. That's interesting. So they're in full withdrawal. They've been doing heroin and they're not okay. So we'll advance. We'll hit them with the heavy cav right now. We'll move up these missile cav in support. Oh, they're joining up with the big piece. No, they're going the wrong direction for that. They got foot in there. Bam. We started paying the price right away. This is their light cav. We're about to engage light cav with light cav. And I told you guys not to skirmish, you sons of bitches. Skirmishing is for fools! Well, we've got a lot of pressure on our heavy cav, so let's pull it back. Can we get these guys, please? No? No? You're too disorganized to follow basic instructions? Thank you. Great. I enjoy that. Their heavy cav are on our light cav, which is never a good thing. Their light cav have hit our flank already. We're fucked. We did this very poorly. I blame myself, and only myself, because of the fog. I guess, does that mean I have to, like, commit suicide? I don't know if that's in this cultural tradition or not. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'll probably wipe out my whole royalty here anyways, though, so. Let's see if we can't kind of regroup a little bit. And maybe use our light cav to spare ourselves. They're disengaging fairly well for what it's worth. Those guys are routed. Let's what are these? Cavalry retainers, so that's like a high-end heavy cav, right? Only half of the enemy force remains. I don't know what accent they were going for in the vanilla Total War. All right, our new line is taking fire already. Is it even assembled? It's largely assembled, though they've come into it already. All right, so we can now move out these heavy cav that we brought in there. Oh, they fucking landed heavy halberds right into him. Let's crack back on these guys. Yeah, they're broken now, right? Yeah, they're broken now. I mean, clean up a few. Okay. And then line up over here. These guys were taking on a single heavy cav unit, and they're being obliterated. Look at them get their asses killed. It's the general unit, or a general unit. All right. So missiles are really powerful in this mod pack. Okay, they got some light cav out there too. Most of our light cav is dead. Again, largely attributable to incompetence on my part. Right, let's see if we can't get these guys away. No, they're dead. They're dead. It doesn't matter. They're dead. Oh, one of our guys just died. A Grand Prince. I mean, yeah. I haven't been paying very good attention. They're fucking running circles. Though, some of that's the AI. Like, where are you going? I didn't tell you to attack that guy. I told you to attack this guy. That's always been a thing, and like the AI or the game has always explained that about impetuous. You know, inability to follow basic instructions is apparently like a feature, which has always been really strange in my book. That's that heavy cav is still going around. Let's see if we can't get out of here and spare these guys a little bit, because we still have all this line infantry just sitting up on this hill. Let's go through them. Come on. Come on. Move down here. Move down here. Go like that. Go. Run, you fucking cunts. Alright. So they've reassembled, and now they're hitting our line. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's not a massive problem or anything. I don't know how they got behind the line. They seem to have relatively low morale, but they made us pay anyways because we were so disorganized. Get those guys. We lost a prince of the royal blood, as it were. It's over now. It's over now. We massively paid in casualties for that, but largely through poor generalship rather than difficulty. We're just waiting out the timer now because they're crawling off the map. So just a moment, they should be through. Yeah, off they go. Well, I don't know. Those casualties aren't going to look very good. We did defeat 2 armies, but we paid in a lot of lives. You know, about even. More if we count our captures as casualties. I'm sure they'll make us pay in the turnaround. Let's see. What's kill him? We don't need the money. We lost a man. Select the next heir. Okay, do you wish to choose the family member who will be the next heir? Yes. I will choose I mean, that guy got chosen automatically, so I guess he's the one. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. That was the guy who died. And there's the new one. He's very excited. He's got great armor. Surprisingly enough, we let enough of these guys go, so we didn't take it, which is fucking bullshit. The lawnmower is outside, apparently. It's not the day they normally mow the lawn. Okay. Why are they mowing the lawn today? Let's move one of these guys down in here as well. Still can't retrain our men there. I guess it's probably this building. So let's try to do that. Oh, we can retrain here now. Can we stack combine? We can. Okay, in a temple. As many as we can. Next turn. This one is a lot more complete than... Oh, we're about to get it. This is a lot more complete than the India Total War Pack. It's impressively complete. Okay. This is kind of broken. The enemy is not reinforcing here. So 35 people are just coming out to get themselves killed. I mean, there's no reason to fight 1,200 versus 35. We'll just walk in. They gave us that. That was a weird... Was that like a malfunction or a bug? Because the enemy behind us should have shared in the attack. Didn't. Maybe they ran out of moves or something. They didn't do it, and so we easily won that. Strange, I don't know. Yu Zhao. We're not fighting Yu Zhao, we're fighting Liao Dong. Right? That guy we got down in what is South Korea. Got some changes there. Construction complete. Retraining complete. Whoops. We missed the king. There he is. Right. The queue's full. The queue is full. Oh man, you know, gambling den. Leather tanner, sure. Don't want a ballista range. Ballista? What? Yeah, okay, sure, why not? It's not really anachronistic, is it? A lot of these are just public order buildings. Allows Boyi tournaments to be held. I don't know what that is. Obviously some sort of gambling. The Chief Commandant of Ping is here. He's the faction heir. Farmlands, decrees, leather. There's the only thing I would say that I've actually found undesirable in this mod so far is the information here is crowded. Right? So the fade from dark green to green here is such that it obfuscates the number 151, and that's I need this information. If you white outline it like this, I can see the information. If you have a varied background and you don't outline it, like this one is particularly bad, I can't, I can barely read the unit size of that. That's like a basic legibility complaint. So I don't know. It's a superficial complaint, but it is genuine. Let's get contact with these people. Will you give us maps too? Want us to pay? We'll pay, sure. Pay your wuzoo costs, you sons of bitches. Let's proceed this way. Oh, that's interesting, isn't it? That's interesting. It looks totally crossable at these, even though it's really wide. If you know what I'm saying. That wasn't the best innuendo joke available at that time. So I want to apologize for not hitting the best innuendo. Better innuendo, please. Yeah, Yeah, so I mean, this is pretty good. I'm fairly impressed with this mod pack. I'm about to get my ass kicked too because I totally overcommitted, and this is a huge fucking stack. But we'll see. We'll see if they come in. And we might be able to hold on to Dandong. Public order, public order, public order, public order, public order. Seriously, every one of these buildings is a public order building. I think the pops of these are meant to get real large. It's kind of what it feels like. The pop growth isn't huge or anything, so it might require some long-term stability, but the game seems built around the idea that you're going to need massive public order assistance. Where do you think the next faction is? See, if these guys come in next turn, you know, we might win. I mean, we'll have to fight that one. It's a full stack. They got 4 rams, so I think they want to come in. The king is defending the bridge. Maybe they'll break off and come to the bridge. We'll find out. Right fucking now. Turns are moving really quick. Yeah, they're coming for the bridge. Alright, well, you have to fight. Otherwise, the fucking king is going to be humiliated. You can't stand up for that. Plus, I mean, as far as battlegrounds go, this should be advantageous to us. But we don't know what that looks like. If it were in Vanilla Medieval 2 or Stainless Steel, we would just cream them. And that looks to be the case. It doesn't look like they've changed it at all. So we have a lot of missile units. Our problem will be holding the front part of the bridge, right? So let's grab these guys. And we got fire today, so that's positive. We'll do that. It's not snowing or raining. We'll do that. Those guys are there. Their special abilities Sphere Wall, but it is grayed out. Oh no, it's they're in it. And then the king. Don't want him to die, but you know, he's got to have courage. And then the other missile cav. That's how you do it. That. Can you please go there? Thank you. That is how you do it. Hopefully we don't get the shit kicked out of us. We'll run out of missiles, I think, before we win. We'll find out, I guess. Oh, yeah. See, that's how you fucking die. You go across a bridge. Massive losses coming across the bridge. They hit our spear wall. This will be the problem. There's so many. Where are you guys going? That's not how spear walls work, guys. Oh, we're in trouble. Let's sacrifice a conscript here. I mean, we're inflicting a lot of casualties with our missile units. You guys should be firing at them, though. Gonna need more troops there. Oh, that's not pretty. All right, I mean, we've already lost because we didn't have enough foot, but it looks like we're gonna do a lot of damage to him. All of the horse archers are out of arrows, so why don't you guys charge in there? Okay, we've lost our advantage of missiles completely. We told the king to go to the side. Instead, he's running into the middle. He's gonna get himself killed. Right, go. Okay. Here is their light cav. Come for our heavy cav. I mean, I'll take that fight. He's winning that. Some of their foot. Our foot is running away. All right, he's gonna die if he stays around much longer. Let's have him run. The king has run away shamefully, But after killing many, many, many of the enemy, you know, that could have gone better. It was still pretty good. We killed 1,600 to their 1,100, but they ended up winning. But now they've overcommitted on the side, so they can't come back to the city. Hopefully the king did make it away alive. I'm not sure he did. We'll find out. We'll find out next. Alrighty. So, did he make it or did he die? Trade increase, construction, retraining, diplomatic. Did he make it into the city? He did. He went inside the city. So they're gonna try to siege next turn, and they'll be slightly less on supply. So it's probably worth waiting them out. This is a relatively impressive mod pack. I really can't be more positive about it. It's pretty much the best and most complete thematic mod that I've seen, including like English Civil War and stuff. We're gonna give it a couple more turns, but not much more than that, because I got another one I want to try as well. Not only so much time this morning, of course. A lady of the clan comes to age. Great. We got a princess. Another one. That's 2 of them. Wow. But they're not here. Family trees work different. Everything works different. Everything's been updated. Some borrowed icons and stuff, but no fault to be found with that, frankly. That's just the way it is, and they've done well to pick ones that thematically fit. All the custom tiles are fantastic. This is like an A+ effort for a mod pack. It really is. I don't see any reason to go out there. Let's retrain that one unit. Hand peasant levies. All right, great. Oh shit. Forgot to take the butter out. I'll be right back. All right, sorry about that little break there. I had to take the butter out because I need to get it to room temperature so I can bake some cookies later. And if the butter isn't soft, I can't properly cream the butter and sugar together. Hey, Fluky Toppy, which other Total War games do you play? So look, really Medieval 2 and nothing else. I've played the others. And with the exception of Rome 1, I think they're garbage. Rome 1. So I've played Shogun. I played Rome 1. I played Medieval 2. I played Shogun 2. I played Rome 2. I've played Thrones of Britannia. I've played Attila. I've played them all. Medieval 2 is like a high point, right? Because it's old. It's 15 years old. But it's excellent technology wise and gameplay wise, and the map's great, and especially with mods and stuff. And there's still a mod community, as you can see, because I'm playing this mod now. This amazing mod. This mod is more impressive than stuff they've done. And actually, aren't they working on a Romance of the Three Kingdoms version right now? I swore they were. So, but there's been no technical improvements to the game. The concept of Total War. You can hear the dumpster being emptied in the background there. I believe that's the recycling dumpster. So that's the second of 2 dumpster dumps today. Anyways, so there's been no technical improvements in the game engine as far as I'm concerned since Medieval 2. Everything's been a backward step. The size of the map mode, the grand strategy aspects, yes, they put in new units. Yes, they put in slightly different mechanics, but they don't actually improve the core formula. And as evidenced by the fact that city battles still fucking suck. Which is, all the information you need. Well, I've given this Rise of the Three Kingdoms mod a pretty good try, and this is excellent. I'd highly recommend this. This is on Total War Center. This is the best mod pack I've played that isn't stainless steel. Rise of the Three Kingdoms is on TotalWarCenter.org. I'm going to play another one. And what am I playing now? Yes, the American Civil War mod that I've never seen before. So let me go there. This one. All right, I'll be back in like 30 seconds. I will give you a link in just a moment.